Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the of Basic Fantasy RPG. Um, this is an interlude to introduce a new character into the Adventures on the Outlands triple shot. We will be introducing the character of a character played by a very frequent player. Jess is playing a new character within that space, or that triple shot, because we are replacing Xana's character because Xana had to pull out due to being sick and not feeling well, which we wish them the best and hope that Xana feels well soon. Once again, thank you everybody for joining, and remember to, since this is just going up on YouTube, remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to see more of my content. If you want to help support the channel, you can go over to twitch.tv/ThePaladinBelle and give us a subscription. I do not put ads on my videos, and I do not monetize these videos on YouTube, so you guys get to watch them for scot-free. And if you ever want to get any of my battle maps that I make, use the ones that I use on the streams. I will be putting those up like a, not a Patreon, but I'm gonna start a subscribers only style subscribers only Discord server for the Twitch for battle maps and such. So yeah, those will be uploaded soon. So there's another reward for subscribing to the Twitch channel. So thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you enjoy this particular episode. And we're gonna go on over to the recording screen, and I'm gonna go ahead and unmute myself, or undeafen myself. Hello.
Hi, hello.
How are you?
Good.
Glad to hear it. Just as a heads up for everybody, you may hear a screaming beagle in the background.
He's fine. He's in his crate. The lights are off. He's on a nice warm pad that's just warm. He's just dramatic. And I love him very dearly.
As if on cue.
Yeah.
But yeah, so welcome, Jess. Would you like to introduce yourself and your character, please?
Is breathing optional? Do I have to breathe?
You have to breathe. You cannot just nervous ramble through this. Because I've literally gotten comments about, is it okay?
Oh no, I'm fine. Hi, my name is Chester Void. You can call me either, that's fine. I go by it, whichever one is fine. Also, I'm really not a picky bitch. You can find me on Twitter at Blind Knitting. I'm also on Tumblr, but like no one follows me on there besides like my friends. It's fine. I'm playing. God, what's your last name? I'm gonna shake him.
What is your character's last name?
I got it. I found it. Good. I'm playing Finn. He is a faun, which is basically a satyr fighter. Oh, his level is still marked as 1, even though it should be 3.
Technically, it should be 2 in this one.
2. Okay. Yeah, I got it. I got it for 2. We're good. He's a little guy who's very normal. He's very normal. He's just a traveler. That's it. There's nothing weird or anxious about this man.
So you're not gonna tell your character's backstory? That's not.
He's fine. Don't worry about him.
Fantastic. This will not be the last you see of this little trash man.
I'm sure he'll have nightmares about his backstory situation. It's fine.
Abso-fucking-lutely. So, you find yourself at.
Oh, sorry. He's also only 3'4".
Yeah, he is a literal little trash man. So you find yourself within a keep, large mountainous fortress town, and you were told to go to the Greased Goat Inn to go meet up with the blacksmith who was supposedly rambling about something or other.
They're gonna send the satyr to the greased goat.
Yep.
Okay.
100%.
Cool. I mean, he's going. Now, is this the same town everybody else? Like the same keep everyone else is in?
So this is the keep where everyone was. They are not here right now. Right now, while you're doing all of this, they're murdering a hag. So this session canonically takes place as the others are doing the session prior to this one.
I'm on my own little quest. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, you are on your own little quest that will inevitably lead you to finding your way to the hag's house.
Yeah, I mean, if Finn's good at one thing, it's following order.
Yeah.
So he's going.
So you make your way through the town, and this town has, as a satyr, you tend to walk a lot of paths, the same paths that goats would walk, because they have their own little side streets. You've been to the...
You're not in the roll 20 yet.
Am I in the... No, you're in the wrong roll 20.
What am I... in the one where... Oh, I see my mistake.
You're in the wrong roll 20.
Thank you, Donald. I know, I made a mistake. It's terrible. It's so sad.
Mistakes have been made, and now the beagle shall cry. Yeah, you are in the wrong roll 20, because the correct roll 20 is up on the is up on the recording.
He deserves my beagle deserves a spot in a soap opera. If you'd like to hire him, he's good at screaming.
He does a loud scream.
But yeah, he's... One thing I like about, like, hoofed characters is, like, I like to imagine them making, like, a lighter clippy clop, but, like, it's still a very good sound.
Well, he can kind of tell that he's not the only hoofed person within the town, because other people that walk these paths are, like, centaurs.
Damn.
So, like, this seems, because what he'll notice is that this is elven territory, because all of the statues are of elven heroes, and most of the guards are elves.
True.
And
I can get hoof care for my hooves here.
Yeah, absolutely. He would actually be able to do that at either Wilson's Arms, which would be the blacksmith's home, or the Greased Goat.
Damn. 2 for 1 trip. He probably has been running for a hot minute anyway. So, yeah, he's going. He's making his way downtown.
Fantastic. So, there's a legend to the right of the keep. You can see, which building you're going to. He ends his way up in building 2, which is marked on the map, the Greased Goat. And inside, sitting around a large barrow folk, this massive mountain of a man who is crying into his hands, are...
Giant to me.
Oh yeah, he's a giant to everyone around him. Not just to you, he's a literal giant. And he is sobbing into his hands, and standing around him are a dwarf, a halfling, and a human. And they're sitting there and they're like, "What happened? Wilson, tell us what's going on." And he looks up from his hands and he goes, "They got him. They got my boy. The goblins dragged him into the sewers. Please, someone do something."
I feel like with theatrical irony, having the little bell above the door, that's like the moment he walks in is when he's doing this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Someone help me, and walks a 3'4" goat man.
Yeah. 3'4" goat man coming up to help this very sad, very large giant.
He's there.
6'8", fucking shorter for the barrow folk, but he's a big guy. And he's got scuffs on him very clearly like he was outnumbered and his son was taken from him.
Yeah, as soon as we're done, I guess he'll walk up.
Okay. He kind of sees the three surrounding him are very clearly adventurers. The human has like a long quarterstaff and like a pack of torches on his hip. This is, he's got a spell book, very clearly a wizard.
Yeah.
You've got a halfling with a pair of knives, and then a dwarf with like black livery and silver around his like tabard and a shield and a mace and a holy symbol. I've given you the prototypical, because you're playing a fighter, I'm giving you the prototypical party of a cleric, a thief, and a magic user.
I like to imagine his armor is probably what he was wearing when he was
Oh,
working.
absolutely. Absolutely.
It's probably very, very fanciful and fast, but
Yeah.
it works. It's armor.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely armor. It's fey armor. And you kind of approach. What do you do when you approach this man? You are in a bar room. Everyone's kind of giving this guy a wide berth, save for the three adventurers, who are kind of listening to his story as he recounts, being jumped by a large bugbear and a group of 6 very ugly-looking goblins, like uglier than usual, kind of dog-faced. Didn't really look like your typical goblin, but he assumes they're goblins because that's what they were speaking. They were speaking goblin to the
Right.
bugbear.
I think he just walks up and goes, I heard from the gate you needed help?
Oh, finally, did they send someone to help me? Are you with the guard?
I am with a guard? Technically.
And he'll, like, look you see the human kind of look you over and go, I did not know that the lady of the summer court lent out her honor guard.
He looks like he's about to say something, and then he doesn't. So it's very, like, mouth open, mouth closed. Like he's pondering the correct answer. Of what I could technically tell, that's technically not a lie, but also that's not gonna let all my shit out in the open.
Well, you could legitimately just say she doesn't and leave it at that.
Yeah, no, I think, I think it's what I said. She doesn't.
Okay. Keep your secrets, Faye. And this is not a like him saying this coyly. He's like, I don't want to fucking know, because he's a wizard. He knows that you don't fuck with the Fae. Like very clearly he knows what the courts are and that your armor symbolizes who you are. So he's like legitimately, no, I don't want none of it. It's not me.
Yeah, Finn, very, for the moment, glad he doesn't have to like
Explain himself.
Yeah, well, name drop himself and explain himself. It's fine, we're good.
You see the Barrow Man just kind of gently tense up at the mention that you're a Fae, because as you know, because you've played a Barrow folk, they're very mistrusting of the Fae. What would I have to pay you to help me?
Nothing. You don't have to pay me.
No Fae arrangement comes without a price.
I'm telling you, look at me, right? I will make you a promise. I am not doing this for payment. I am just doing this to help.
He nods and goes, should you save my boy, save my Ethan, I will personally enchant your... And he looks at it and gestures to your scimitar. Or just give you a better one.
Okay, that works. I appreciate it. Now I'm trying to remember all of the rules that people follow for the Fae, but now I'm the Fae.
Yeah.
God. Now I don't have to follow the rules. Don't say thank you to the Fae. Don't take the gifts. It's me. I'm the Fae, bitch.
Yeah, you're the one getting the gift.
It's me.
And he'll nod and go, you can get through into the sewers through the well, just outside of the goat. It's dried up, so that's where they took him. They dragged him underground.
Okay.
And you see the other three just kind of nod and go, will accompany you. Honor guard or no, you will need backup. The dwarf will say.
That would be great.
And he'll offer his hand and go, name's Zoga. Zoga Winthrop.
One moment. I gotta mute.
Okay. Just so for the audience's sake, Zoga is your stock standard dwarf, stocky, heavily built, round belly with long brown beard and bushy eyebrows that kind of stick out underneath his horned helmet. He is the first of the party. He's got like a brass round shield with a bossed and rivets in it, and a flanged mace. He wears a black and silver livery of the let me check which dwarven clan I gave that livery to. He is a member of more important terms. Clan Felmore. He is a Felmore dwarf, one of the royal priests of Clan Felmore.
I'm Finn. It is very lovely to meet you.
He'll nod and go, it's lovely to meet you too. These are Tawny, and he'll gesture to the halfling, and Roland, and they'll be accompanying us. And Tawny's just slowly flicking a set of iron nails in her fingers. She goes, pleasure.
He just gives us a mildly nervous smile. It's fine.
And you see Roland swat her hand with his staff. Don't be rude. It is wonderful to meet you. Shall we go? Did you mute again? You're all right. It's like it never even happened, thanks to those pause recording button.
God bless America. Anyway.
Yeah, Roland swats the halfling's hand and goes, don't be rude. Shall we head to the sewers then?
Sure.
And they will lead you out toward the sewers. And you are now, you can now see the three of them, your dwarf, halfling, and human companion. I need to make the halfling small-sized.
Small-sized halfling.
There we are.
Ew,
but
cursed not bite-sized.
yeah, bite-sized halfling. But yeah, so you are now within the sewer of the keep on the Outlands. What do you do?
Did I... Okay. I have a 10-foot pole.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a mouse now, so I have to use a trackpad.
Oh yeah, that is unfortunate. Your party will move together as you instruct. You can tell each of them. You can give each of them orders, and they will go forward.
He's more of a take orders kind of guy.
Yeah,
Personally.
but for right now, he is a give orders kind of guy.
True.
As he is the only PC.
Marching forward.
Alrighty, so a forward march from the party, and these guys will march with you. Are you going to send the halfling forward to scout for traps, or are you just going to take the lead?
Oh shit, didn't mean to do The halfling can go check for traps.
Okay, yeah, because the halfling is a thief, so it's kind of her deal. So far up to where she is. Say what?
Was that the one that threatened me with the nails?
Yes, it is.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Awesome.
She also has a pair of iron daggers. So far, no traps.
Very cool, very cool.
1 second.
We chillin'. We vibe.
Now you can move. Do me a test move real quick.
Yes.
Oh, it didn't work. Oh, there you go. There we are. Huzzah. Yeah, so she kind of moves up to right here. So far, no traps. I'm gonna ungroup you guys because I had grouped you up. So far, no traps. These guys will kind of move up as you guys move up. If you'd like, you can take the rear. You are, however, aside from Zoga, the only one that can see in the dark, because Roland and Roland and the halfling are both blind in the dark.
The one that's sitting there now is suddenly one of the people who can't see it here.
Yep.
Amazing how irony works out.
Irony.
Yeah, keep it to such.
She'll kind of move this way. As you move forward, I want you to do me a favor and roll me 1d20 plus your wisdom modifier.
Yeah, sure.
That's a 17. So before you guys turn the corner, you get about right there behind this pillar before seeing the weird looking goblins. The guy described. You see a pair of gibberlings. They are standing side by side, kind of with these very crude looking spears, and they are just very lazily kind of guarding this hallway. You saw them before they could see you. I rolled their perception as well, and they did not see you, so you would get a surprise round if you would like to attack them.
I mean, that's what we're here for, isn't it?
Yeah, you are here to save the mayor's boy, or not the mayor, the blacksmith's boy.
Save a freakishly tall child.
Yeah.
What's my movement speed? Is it 30?
I think it's 30.
This sheet's so simple.
Yeah.
But I can't find my movement.
Movement would be under your, like, in that same column with HP and whatnot.
Oh, it says move. There's nothing there.
Yeah, so that would be 35.
Oh, 35.
Yeah, 35. Because you're a faun. I have the other page. I have the book open.
I'm just imagine, if you will, just the sound of little hooved feet, just like
clop, 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 clop,
running right up at you.
Yeah. Roland will act simultaneously with you and cast magic missile, so he gets 2d6 to roll. And kills the other one, just outright kills him.
Does a 16 hit?
Yeah, 16 will hit.
Bonk.
You also outright kill him.
Murder.
Just a el kabonk. The other two will move up behind you, and Roland will go, well, that was my one of 2 spell slots I get today. I have my sling, otherwise.
I think Finn, who is not a magic man and knows approximately 0 magic, just kind of nods like he knows, like he understands. Sure. As
a fae, you kind of have a general understanding of how magic works. Sure. But other than that, like it's kind of a... The fuck are you talking about, Magic Man?
I feel like it's like magic can do. He knows magic can do many things. It can fix people and it can hurt people.
As demonstrated from the dead gibberling in front of you.
I have. Could I, instead of running this thing with a 10-foot pole, can I pick up a rock and like just chuck it across the floor?
Yeah, you could skitter a rock across the floor. Give me a strength check. D20 plus your strength modifier.
Okay, sir. How wobbly are your arms?
That is a good question, because as a fighter, he's going to need not wobbly arms.
I have a +1. That's not terrible.
So you're above average strength.
I'm pretty strong.
4! That's a total 4 on the dice, folks.
He's not a ranged guy, okay?
Yeah. Too bad that would have counted as, like, not a ranged attack. That was just a strength check.
God, that sucks.
You see you see it skitters across the floor. Does not seem to trigger any traps. Does, however, get stuck in this gunk over here.
Now, I'm at a cross paths in my mind of, does this mean he assumes it's safe and walk forward? Or does he let the person who's been checking for traps go ahead?
Yeah, the halfling kind of goes, that's a rudimentary way to check for those. The dwarf will cast Decompose on these two as a level 0 spell, so they just kind of rot.
Right in front of my baby eyes.
Yeah. He
Just
is a cleric of death, so, you know, it is what it is.
There are many ways to be threatening. One of them is just decomposing a body right in front of somebody.
Yeah. And they just kind of keep it moving. And so far, no traps. However, you do notice the ground here is very clean. Like, for a sewer, it's really clean.
Can I look up?
Absolutely. You currently don't see anything.
I think he'll just stop, come to a stop right where he is. Hey, y'all should check the ceiling.
You hear the halfling go, I am checking the ceiling and the floor.
Okay.
I noticed too.
This man knows one.
You hear Zoga just kind of go, notice what?
It's a sewer, the ground's clean, and there's a weird slime over here.
I still don't understand, but okay.
He just...
You hear the halfling go, he's a little dense.
He really has to bite his tongue. I almost said... Sometimes people say that about me too, but I didn't.
So this wall to your left here is about waist high to the human. To you, it's about shoulder height. Right in this little hole, essentially, is filth. There is a smell here, not unlike death.
Could I use my little goat legs, scrabble up the wall, stand on top of it?
Sure.
I can make a check if you need to, but I'm like,
you're
good.
To feel tall. You're good. You can walk on the gross wall. Yeah. You'll notice that the wall is not clean comparatively to the floor.
The party's watching this goat man start climbing the gross wall in very fancy armor.
Like, the side of it is clean. Like, whatever cleaned the floor here probably got the wall side, but did not clean whatever was on the top.
He makes the noise as he gets to the top.
Yeah.
It's like a little ew. What's in there?
What's in the thing?
I want to peer over from the top of the wall.
Dookie. Piss water. Like, this is a sewer.
He's walking on the wall now.
He's walking on the dookie wall. Got it. I gotta grab something very quickly.
And he's off the wall now.
Okay. Oh, is it because I said I was grabbing something?
No, it's because I was like, walk on wall, then jump off of it.
Walk on wall and then pounce on the party and kill them all.
Betray them, evil fae, evil guy. No. He just craves being tall and the jump.
I gotta throw that onto that, and then yeah, there we go.
Listen, you know me, I'm a slut for doing things and for looking at things that show up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get down just because you were grabbing something.
Yeah. So you going forward, you can kind of see into this area of the sewer. And you see a massive root structure has begun to take into this area. Like a giant tree of some kind is burrowing underneath the ground through the sewers, even through the gross, sticky slime.
Oh, that's not normal?
No, not at all. But so far, your halfling hasn't found any traps.
I think he says that out loud to himself as he's walking past.
The wizard kind of goes, yes, no, that does seem, abnormal.
Weird.
And as you turn the corner here, it is suddenly revealed to you why the Barrowman probably didn't stand much of a chance against the goblins, quote unquote.
Fuck, dude. They ain't fucking goblins.
Well, there's a bugbear, like he did say. There's a very large, abnormally large bugbear. And you do see his son, who is human, question mark? He is the size of an average boy. Small.
My favorite genre of boy. Human? Question mark?
Yeah. So, but as you turn the corner, you hear one of the goblins. You don't know that they're gibberlings. You were told they're goblins. Gibberlings are not a common creature in the Fae, so you just assume that goblins in the prime material plane are ugly.
Yeah, bitch. Your goblins are ugly as hell. Fuck.
You hear Zoga go, "That's not any kind of goblin I've seen." And you hear one of them go, "Beltane, escape! We shall deal with these." And you see the bugbear kind of look, and then look to the party of gibberlings, nod and go, "I will take the boy."
Ah, shit.
I will give you one action to stop him from taking the boy. What do you do?
Fuck. In cases like these, I would check my abilities on my sheet, but they're not on here. And I don't think I have any.
Bottom notes section. That's where you put all your abilities.
Yeah, I don't think it's. Okay. Trying to think. How would I make this guy not run off?
Do you have a ranged weapon?
I don't. I had an alternative idea, but I just. Well, I do actually. That's a lie. I do have one. I did, however, have an alternative idea that was kind of stupid.
What is your alternative idea?
I could do both. Speaking is a free action.
Uh-huh.
Can I try the speaking thing first?
Yeah, go ahead.
So he's like getting ready to run off.
Well, from the way he's moving his hands, he's getting ready to cast a spell.
Oh god. Okay. And here's where I have to figure out how much does Finn know about self-preservation?
That's a good question.
So as a guard, your job is to protect somebody and be in the way of them receiving the harm.
Often he has likely charged things with his horns, like a regular goat.
True. Okay, so let me measure this. I think I'm still pretty. Ooh, didn't do that. Thanks. I don't want to measure. What's a measure? Can I challenge him to a fight? Like a hand-on-hand fight.
The bugbear?
Yeah.
You can attempt to, but as a spellcaster, he might not be down for that.
Fuck. I was gonna call him a coward. But instead, I think I'm gonna fire a crossbow at his stupid little feet.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an attack roll.
I say his stupid little. They're probably big.
Yeah, he's a big old boy. He is a large-sized creature.
I don't even know.
So that hits. That will hit. Roll
Damn.
damage.
Max
You
damage.
take him down a good chunk of his health points, and he backs off from the cage, does not attempt to take the boy, and casts Gate, and is gone.
Well, I've made an enemy.
That you
I
have.
wish they-
Roll initiative. 1d20 plus your dexterity modifier.
Shout out to my bestie who's watching me make terrible decisions.
Uh-huh.
And I'm sure I won't. I'm sure she won't. You know. I'm sure I won't be teased about this later.
Oh, absolutely not. 100% you won't be teased later.
No, I'll be fine.
Okay, so... Alrighty, so you go first. With your 19.
Dashing is an action?
So a full dash would be an action, yeah.
That's 35.
Remember, Gibberlings don't have that many health points.
Can I charge this one?
You can. The other thing that you could do is move 35, shoot them, and then, because they're going to have to move 2 on their turn. They don't have 35 movement speed. They have a 20 movement speed.
True. I was just like, see them lined up like a bunch of bowling pins. Okay, 35 is like right by this water thing. I think. Well, just a little guy. Literally, how tall are these? How tall are these bozos?
2 foot even, most of them.
Damn, I'm taller than you bitches. Get fucked. That's a 4.
Get fucked as with a natural 1.
This one right here is like right in front of me.
Okay, so it's a natural 1, so you did not hit.
Yeah, that's an arrow gun.
But yeah, so you miss, and the gibberling that you tried to shoot just kind of goes, meh, fool, hornman, dumb. I'm not. As these two will move up their full movement speed. These two will move up their full movement speed, and then this one will stay back. And then these two will attack the party with slings. And I will roll those in the open.
I first thought when you were like, you stupid. Like no, my mom thinks I'm very smart. That was the first
Oh
thing in
no.
my head.
Oh no. So the only one of them hits, and they hit your halfling for 3 points of damage.
Yeah.
She is down to 1 HP.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right.
She just kind of goes, holy fucking shit, and then these two are going to attack you specifically.
Damn me.
Yep.
Damn, but you live like this.
Do a 7 or a 13 hit your AC?
Let me look. No.
Okay, so rocks tink off your armor as they throw stones at you. bringing it up to the party's turn. Tawny is going to move up and attack with her dual daggers. She's going to make 2d20 attacks. 17 will hit, so that's 1d4 damage, dealing 2 slashing damage to this gibberling. Zoga is going to move right here and is going to cast Cause Light Wounds. I'm going to make a saving throw for the gibberling in the open. That's a 4. Or no, that's not the right one. Save versus spell. That's a 2. So Zoga is now going to roll 3d6. 13 points of damage. You see, much like he did earlier with the other 2 already dead gibberlings, this one not only decomposes, but shrivels into a husk of necrotic energy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then your wizard's gonna move up right here and throw an alchemist's fire right here, dealing a flat 4 points of damage to both of these guys.
Wow, look at that.
And it is once again your turn. Clerics are fucking insane.
Shit, dude, what the fuck? I have an idea. Could I, if I rush this guy with my horns, could I, like, knock him back?
You could. You'd have to make a strength check, 1d20 plus your strength modifier. And then that's going to do 2d4 damage, 1 for each horn.
Okay. I'm just like,
If you hit.
I'm looking at it with the most obvious thing, and I'm like...
Or just click your melee button. That also does the same thing.
Yeah. I just looked at it and went, someone in danger of low health.
Dying, yeah.
And I can just do what I've been trained to do, knock them away.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're not going to get... An 11 will just barely hit.
Good God.
So roll 2d4 plus your melee bonus.
Ignore that. I didn't mean to do that.
So that's 1d4, so just roll it again.
No, the bonus isn't on there.
Okay, but just roll them. I know your melee bonus. It's 3.
Okay. I was gonna use the advanced roller with it.
So that's a very, very dead gibberling. And because of how you roll, when he rolled backwards, because he's dead, you see what it was that cleaned the floors.
Oh, good Christ. Maybe it'll be appeased with the dead gibberlings so we can get out of here. I don't know if I'd be in front of her or just right here.
The gelatinous cube will eat the gibberling.
Would I be right here in front of her?
Yeah, you'd be right there where the gibberling was.
Okay.
But the gelatinous cube does not seem to take offense to you. It will just kind of go over here and begin cleaning the filth.
We're basically feeding this thing.
Yeah, its job it is employed by a local wizard to keep the sewers clean. It is part of the city infrastructure.
That's wild as shit. Y'all have on the material plane. What the fuck?
Yeah. So that is a very dead gibber. These are very dead gibberlings. The Zoga is going to use his bonus action to toss this one to the slime, which will grow in size as it eats.
Could I use the last of my movement to move back here to shield?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It's now the gibberling's turn. All 3 of them are going to attempt to throw stones at you and Zoga. So I'll do the one at Zoga first. That's a 10. It tanks off his chainmail. And then the other 2 are going to throw it at you. That's a 5 and a 4. So I'm assuming both of those miss.
No, my armor. I just had it polished.
Right? And now Zoga's going to move up as you see him pull out a warhammer.
Oh, shit. Y'all fucked.
And he will raise it up above his head and say, May the gods have mercy on you, for I will not. And swing down for the gibberling's head.
Jesus Christ.
Missing with a 2. The wizard will move up and use his final spell slot to cast Magic Missile on the one in the back. So that's 2d6 damage. That's 8. That just immediately just kills this gibberling. And Tawny is going to chug a health potion. So that's 2d4. She heals 4 health points, so she's at max.
Look at her go.
And then she is going to run away. Your turn.
Hi, I'd like, hello. Right, I'm gonna swing. I'm not gonna make any witty remark, because if I make it and I miss, I look very stupid.
Do you say that out loud as a character?
I think, so I imagine Sylvan's is probably his first language. I think he says it to himself in Sylvan.
You hear the wizard snicker. You hear the wizard snicker. The dwarf has no idea what you said, but the wizard does.
God, yeah, no, as soon as Finn's not a shy bitch, he's gonna be the bastardest man. But I assume that misses.
Yeah, the 5 will miss.
I said, wow, I won't say anything witty, because if I miss it, it'll look stupid. Then I proceed to...
You hear the wizard go, yes, woes of all of us. Do me a favor, both of you, back away, please. Yeah, we'll let you move backwards 5 feet, just so you don't get hit when he throws a flask of oil at them, where the alchemist fire is still burning.
God.
Yeah, so both of these guys are gonna take just a flat 3 damage. They're dead as fuck. They're burning to death.
Oh my god.
The smell of burning flesh and gibberling and then sewer is surrounding you, and Tawny will kind of approach and go, well, we did it.
I think Finn whistles for the slime thing and just points to the dead body.
He will. I'm just gonna group him so that he can move with all of his.
Not like a demeaning whistle.
Yeah, like a dog. Like you're whistling for a dog.
Yeah. Because I think that's how he views this thing as like a dog.
Yeah.
Stick there, buddy.
Yeah. He will move up and begin to devour the gibberling corpses. Gotta move the party members out so I can group him up with the gibberling corpses. But yeah, he will increase in size every time he eats a gibberling.
I like to imagine the party giving this thing so much space.
Yeah, he like goes back over and begins eating his filth lunch again, and the others will approach and just kind of go, I think we got the boy though. That's the end. What appear to be a large amount of supplies.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so you can approach and kind of interact with the young man if you would like.
No, don't interact with the person I'm here to save. No.
Yeah.
Is there like, is it locked?
Yeah, it's not locked. He was just kind of being held inside. Like, this cage is made of wood. It's light enough where you, as a fighter, because you have a decent amount of strength, you could just lift it up and throw it. But this is a small human child.
Can I just, like, break the cage?
Yeah, you absolutely can. You can just straight, bam, break the cage doors.
Walk up next to the halfling and just bust the cage open enough for the kid to get out.
The halfling will kind of look at you and go, all right, show off.
I'm not showing up. I'm getting the kid out of the... That's what we were here... The kid out of the cage.
The cage will move. I'll move the cage out of the way and kind of destroy it because you broke it, and
and the very literal.
The human boy will just kind of go, Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Um, they were going to sacrifice me to some immortal they called Beltane, but they also called the bugbear Beltane? I don't know what they were talking about. I I want to go home.
Yeah, we can do that. Sure.
You hear Zoga kind of go, I'll take the boy home. You guys scavenge what you can down here, and I'll get him back.
Alright.
And then he will take the boy home. Yeah.
Get squashed, idiots.
They go up the ladder and go home.
What's in here? I forgot. Anything good?
Yeah, so there's actually several things down here. There are crossbow bolts. There's like 300 crossbow bolts, give or take. You've got maces, warhammers. This appears to be a shipment that was coming to the keep for the guard that just never made it. There's like tabards, there are cloaks, there are winter clothes, there's swords, shields, hammers, maces, flasks of oil, alchemist's fire, acid flasks, all kinds of shit.
How much alchemist fire and like oil did that guy use?
He used up one alchemist fire and one oil flask because they're AoE.
I think he'd pick up like one of each and offer them.
Yeah, Roland takes it and like tucks it into his pockets and goes, thank you very much. I suggest you take some as well. You never know when they come in handy. And he'll gesture to the dead. The dead give relics.
He says thank you, and I think like some instinctual part in Finn's brain is like, you can ask for a payment in return for doing this. You could, and like, what they see, I think, is him like standing there looking like that woman with like the math in front of his face.
Well, you see immediately what he did was, you take some too as payment. This wizard knows. This wizard knows.
I think for what, like, I like to imagine there's like a part of his brain's like Faye 101, here's what you do when people say things and do things.
Yeah, absolutely. But you hear immediately after he says thank you, him offering you payment. And you're like, oh, okay, so this guy's smart.
And then he just nods. The shine leaves his eyes. The littlest
And he'll like gesture to the halfling as if she's dumb enough to fall for it, but not me.
He was just doing it to be nice. It's because the guy lost equipment. Well, he used it. Not really lost.
Yeah, he used it in an adventure, so. And Tawny will kind of come up and go and offer her hand and go, sorry I was mean to you when we first got here. I've been scorned by a couple Fae before.
I look at her hand first.
No iron, from what you can tell. She even like removed her glove, which has iron inlaid in it.
Yeah, he just shakes her hand.
All
good.
She'll kind of nod and go, nothing down here that I want. There's no shinies, so I'm gonna go ahead and head up. And she heads up the ladder and goes home. He, on the other hand, will go, as an agent of the Winter Court myself, why the fuck are you here?
I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
Do you know who did?
No, I don't.
Were you there?
No! I was literally in the summer court with the Summer Queen, protecting her. Because that was my job before they decided to label me as someone who did a crime that I didn't do.
I see. Well, I have not been in this plane long, probably about as long as you have. I have also been labeled a traitor for, well, I think that the bugbear we're chasing, he's not actually a bugbear. I think he's a changeling. I think he killed I think he killed the Lady of Winter, and should you require help. No, she's dead.
Oh.
Yes, that was we told everyone it was an attempt so that people would not spread a panic. But why do you think, for an attempt, you were pursued so hard?
I mean, out of character. From what my knowledge of the Fae is, the Winter Court is a lot stricter and meaner
Oh,
than
yeah.
the Summer Court is.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure my assumption was right before I said thing. Well, I mean, the Winter Court is pretty strict, so I assumed even an attempted, and then blamed on me.
An attempt would be flogging for months. They were going to execute you.
I just left as soon as they were said to be coming after me, so...
Yes, this was sent by your patroness, and he gives you it's summer rose. It's this beautiful, like, bright red rose. This is an all clear signal for you. Like, this is a thing that she used to leave around the castle so that you guys could, like, sneak into the kitchens together and eat in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
She told me not to tell you not to come back for now, but to know that she does not believe you killed the Winter Queen. However, she does wish you to find who did it. So you will need to stay in the Prime Plane for a while.
Cool. I think he looks visibly toward me because that means I could like leave this weird ass plane behind.
You
But
were
also
ordered
don't,
not
like-
to.
Number one, ordered not to, but number two, even if I wasn't, but I want to go back there right now anyway until the Winter Court sorts their shit out.
Exactly. Someone is killing the queens of the courts. Who is it? Why are they doing it? We don't know.
God. Yeah, I don't think he says much of anything. He just nods and puts his stuff away and...
Take some of the alchemist's fire and the acid flasks. You're going to need them.
He does.
And
I think he does after... So I imagine he's being stared at pretty heavily until he does.
not really. The wizard kind of nods to you and nods to the supplies and goes, and you might want to cover your livery. That's the gold armor that you're wearing.
Yeah.
Grab one of the blue cloaks and the tabard. You'll be less conspicuous.
What? I'm writing this down, but also something I just thought of. Imagining a character taking, like, actual inventory of their shit.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, so he also leaves. And will you're left alone in the room to scavenge equipment and gather what you need. What would you like to grab here, equipment wise?
So
Because
is it
you don't
just,
have
like,
much.
clothes? Yeah, I have. Do I even have a bag to hold my shit?
No, you don't. You just grabbed what you had and ran. You have like
Yeah.
a side pouch with your money in it, a sword, a crossbow on your back, and you bolted.
Can I take? I'm assuming there's at least like a bag in here.
There's a couple of backpacks. There's like a satchel bag that hangs at your side. There's a few things you could grab.
I'll take a backpack and like 2 satchel bags. So I
Okay.
assume satchel bags are smaller, like
Like a
Okay.
laptop bag.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
like a
like-
laptop bag. That's a satchel bag.
I'll take a satchel. I'll take a backpack and a satchel bag.
Do you take the other Fae's advice and take one of the like tabards and cloaks to kind of cover your royal
Yeah.
armor?
So I don't think he thought it was a problem. It shows exactly how many brain cells he has up there. Yeah, he'll take a tabard with like the different thing on it. So what if I put that in my notes?
So you would just put tabard. It's just like regular clothes. It's not technically armor. It's just like that and a cloak. Do you take one of the ones that's like red and blue, like the guards, or are you taking? Because there are ones kind of that are just kind of regular colored, like solid blues, solid reds. Some of them have like the symbols of the gods on them, things of that nature.
I think he'll take one of the blue ones, solid blue. So I don't think he wants to. I'm not sure if impersonating an officer is a crime.
Oh, absolutely it is. 100% it is.
I think as a face, we're used to dancing around certain rules. And he doesn't know. I don't think he knows that many of the material plane, but I think he knows it's bad to imitate a member of a guard that you're not a part of.
Oh yeah, and it's also like bad etiquette as an honor guard. Like if somebody were pretending to be an honor guard at the summer court, y'all would be ordered to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think as he's like getting his stuff together, he's like, so I imagine he's like pretty aware there's probably someone watching him at any given point.
Yeah.
He just looks down and goes, "You didn't see me whip that. You didn't see that, right?"
He doesn't get a response.
He's not expecting an answer.
He hears like the snickers of fairies in the corners. Like that's all he hears.
Shut up. Like, see you do any better.
Oh, we could.
Yeah, sure you could.
Are you taking any shields, anything like that?
Should I take a shield? It's only Scimitar's one-handed.
Yeah, Scimitar's one-handed. Can be used in two, but it's one-handed.
Yeah, I'll take a shield. That's good for his size.
Okay. I don't have the equipment emporium open, but
That's
we
okay.
can get that all settled after. But yeah, so that will kind of conclude the session for tonight. Well, not quite actually.
Yeah.
Upon you leaving the sewers, you are greeted by a retinue of Royal Guard.
I think he's like it's not filthy down there, but he's like shaking off like
the gross.
Yeah.
And you see kind of the guardswoman who had you had met when you came into the city, and she'll smile behind her helmet, and it's like the demeanor is not you're under arrest. And you hear, you see her gesture to a woman who is in a small, those like royal boxes that they used to carry, peasants used to carry on like their shoulders to carry royalty through one of those. And a woman in like a veil and a long robe kind of open the door and gesture for you to approach. Very, very heavy Fae vibes coming from this lady.
I mean, I have said it before and I'll say it again. He listens to royalty, mainly to his specific royalty, but when a Fae queen tells you to do something, even if it's not typically you should.
This is
good idea.
From his own like natural Fae senses. This is an arch-Fae.
Fuck, he's listening. There's a lot of things he might beef with. He is not beefing with an arch-Fae.
And she kind of smiles behind her veil and goes, "Hello, young one. May I have your name?"
No. But you can call me Finn. I'm not new. You can't have my name.
From what I understand, you are no longer in the service of a queen, so I was wondering if I could brandish yours, but whatever. I am the queen of the Autumn Court. I also happen to be the Castellan of this city. And I have a job for you.
Wait, I think right now his mind's like, in his mind, he's like, wait, I'm not fired. I'm still doing a job out here.
Wait, I'm not fired, am I? Unless...
I mean, I have something I'm already working on. I guess, what is it that you need done?
Let me rephrase this. She'll hold out a scroll. You're going to take this south from me, correct?
This feels like... Oh god, this feels like a Fae, pissing contest of, not even that, but I feel like we all know this, like what's going to happen, but it's like how much
How
reluctance
far
are you
will
going to
Finn push the Autumn Queen? That is the that's the question.
It's like each queen is different, right? How far would he push the Winter Queen?
This
Not
is
at
no
all.
this queen was known to have been the banished queen. She was shunted out of the Feywild for some reason. No one knows why, but she does not reside there any longer.
I mean, if you got kicked out of the Feywild, I can't imagine it was for a good thing.
No one knows. She is not spoken ill of, however. She is, when they refer to her, they call her a hero, though she is also known as the banished queen.
I'm gonna roll a dice. I'm gonna roll a d20. If it's above a 10, if I roll above a 10, what's in it for me? If I roll below a 10, I'm not pushing this any farther. Below, is that above or below? That's an exact
That's a 10.
That doesn't help me.
So is that a reluctant yes or a I mean, I could go either way.
I think
Do you lightly push or do you just say yes?
I think the compromise here is she can probably see read his body language and see what he was about to say.
Uh-huh.
And probably read his intentions.
You will be compensated fairly for your work.
Okay. Alright. Yeah. He's not it came to the compromise of a soft push of you know what I want. I don't have to say it. I think that came to a good
and she just kind of nods and goes, but again, the next time I ask you to do something, do not hesitate. And she'll hand him the scroll.
She didn't make him promise, though.
She didn't make him. Stupid. She didn't make him, but this is an archfey.
It's in his own stupid mind if he fucks this shit up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he'll take it.
She'll nod and go, I will await your return, and I will send word to Morgan that you have done well.
Cool.
And she'll kind of snap her fingers and gesture forward, and her knights will pull her along.
Yeah, I think at the mention of her name specifically, his ears twitched a little bit. But he's gonna play it cool, and I think just watch them go. Yeah,
the only one that's left over is the guardswoman who kind of you were introduced to at the beginning of the gatehouse, and she'll remove her helmet, and she's been on a horse the whole time you've met her, and then you realize she's not on a horse.
She is the horse.
She is the horse, and she smiles. She's got the equine style bridged nose, and she'll smile and go, "It's nice to see another Fae around."
I think the first words out of his mouth are, "Wow, you're tall."
she'll smile and go, "I am. Would you like a ride back to the Greased Goat?"
I can walk. It's fine. Oh my god, today's been a day.
How about a drink?
That'd be great, actually.
And she'll nod and go, and maybe a helmet to keep your head from getting hurt when you bash people with horns. Zoga told me what you did to the Gibberling down there.
I thought, to be fair, I was like, oh, what gave it away? And also his horns are probably still dirty.
Yeah, absolutely. They're gross. They're disgusting. And she'll kind of put her helmet back on. Because she hasn't advertised that she's a centaur. She literally has a set of, armored legs hanging from the sides of her, torso, so that she can give the illusion that she's riding the horse.
And I think as they're walking, he just looks at this. How'd you pull that off?
Well...
This is from Sylvan.
Well, I can. She'll kind of tap a thing on the front of her necklace, and the front of her now appears to be there's a horse head there, and she looks like she is a knight. She goes, "It's a minor illusion spell. My wife made it
Ah,
for me."
that's very sweet of her. It. I think it's crazy the things you can do with magic.
You are telling me I am a simple cavalry woman. I have no idea how she does half the things she does.
I don't know either. It's weird, right? Like, how do you just do things?
Yeah, when she gave me this and told me how to use it, it was strange. And they'll kind of have that conversation going into the greased goat. And as you get into the greased goat, the barrowman who had hired you to help scoops you up into this
Ah!
big, tight, back cracking hug.
Hi!
You saved my boy. You saved him. And he's
Yeah!
like ugly crying as he's hugging you.
Yeah!
And
I
he
miss you,
like he
bud!
puts you down and he hands you a bag of 50 silver pieces. He goes, "Here's
Thanks!
this," and he pulls out a +1 scimitar that he's made. And he goes, "I can give you this," and he pulls out a +1 longsword as well. And goes, "Or I can give you this one."
I think once he's released from the spine breaking hug, he'll trade the scimitar for his own?
Okay.
Is his scimitar, like, was that specifically made for him?
No, this was just something you got out of the armory.
Yeah, no.
Like your sword, your personal sword, is still back in the Feywild.
Oh, I think as he's like handing off the scimitar, he just like stares off into space for a minute and just goes, "What?" In Sylvan to himself.
You hear once again the wizard at the bar who is drinking with his companions snicker.
He just turns around and Sylvan goes, "Shut up."
He goes, "Make me,"
God.
in Sylvan. And you hear the centaur go, "I'll make you." And he goes, "Oh shit. Right, guard captain."
Not so tough now, are you, punk?
He's afraid of me for good reason. And she'll like set her lance that she carries everywhere just to the side. And that is where we will pan out, as you were given an assignment for next session, for the next Adventures on the Outlands session, to go and find the group that were told to come and defeat Beltane, and take them the letter that you were just handed. And if you read it, it is in the handouts in the Discord, in the Roll20. That is your new mission.
Yeah. I love this man so much. And it took me like less time than I thought for him. I think it took someone going, "Yeah, no, I'm also not from the mortal plane."
Yeah. It took him realizing, oh, there are more Fae in this area of the world than I expected.
And then him telling them to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. But yeah, so that'll be it for the session. Thank you everyone for watching. Remember to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. And fuck you, Dave.
Viewers, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Stop worrying about me. I can breathe. I promise.
Yeah. It breathes sometimes. Bye everybody.